Well, hello everybody. Welcome to All Trade Bait All the Time. Let's kick off this holiday weekend with showing off a few cards that I picked up at the local card show. As a matter of fact, I picked these up a while back, closer to, maybe a month and a half ago or even 2 months ago. I teased them out a little bit on Twitter, a few of them, and I'm finally getting around to showing off the whole crop of them. So let's kick them off real quick like. Here we go. Starting off with a card from a set that I honestly don't recognize this set or where this comes from, but it was a cool looking card, so I grabbed it, and I'm not even all that familiar with old Charlie Gehringer. The card's got some perforations around the sides, so it looks like it was cut out of something. Here's the back side of it. A little bit of a stain, but if anybody out there recognizes this set, drop something in the comments, or if you regularly talk with me through Twitter or something like that, just let me know, because I'm curious where that comes from. That was the only card that I grabbed, but once again, man, I just really love the looks of it, and even picked up some dust there, a little bit of dust for old Analu, who likes the dusty cards. Here we go. These are some 1960 Fleer all-time greats. I'm not necessarily chasing this set. Baseball greats, Fleer baseball greats. I'm not so much chasing the set as I am just, I just pick them up when I can and wherever I see them, because it's a great way to get some very cool cards of Hall of Famers. Oh, let me mention, as a matter of fact, the reason why I was able to nab this nice stack of vintage is they came from a dealer who had come back from the National, and he just had a ton of stuff that he was just letting go at great prices. So I guess he picked up stacks of vintage at the National. I even showed up late that day to the card show, and I probably missed out on some great stuff, but otherwise I picked up some stuff that I'm pretty happy with. How about those old timer socks right there, huh? All right, great. These are all from the Fleer baseball greats, 1960. I always mention old Mickey Cochrane here was the guy that Mickey Mantle's father named him after, Mickey Cochrane. I always mention it because maybe there's somebody out there yet who hasn't heard it and didn't know that. Didn't notice till I got back that I actually grabbed a couple of these Mickey Cochranes. So if you're chasing this set or you just really dig the card, hey, let me know. I'll be happy to send that out to you. What else have we got here? We still got a couple more of these. These are 1961 Fleer baseball greats, Lefty Grove. All right, so good old Lefty Grove there. These are so attractive, these cards. Tris Speaker. So I was able to grab these cards at just throwaway prices, just great discount prices. I love this dealer compared to the other dealers at the show, that are asking top Beckett dollar, even though the Beckett is like for even top condition. Lots of dealers just look at it and charge that price anyway, regardless of condition. But this guy is not pricing his cards like he wants to pack them all up and take them home. He prices them like he wants to sell them and take home some green cash. And so I'm helping out on my side. LK line, can't go wrong with that. Here's a few World Series cards that I picked up. I'm trying to fill these World Series subsets. I've only got a couple of these from the 74 World Series. The very first World Series that I was aware of that the Dodgers were in. The one that featured that great throw from Joe Ferguson out in the outfield. I actually saw that on TV when it happened. What a play. What a great play. Look it up on YouTube if you've never seen it. Joe Ferguson snagging a fly ball in center field and throwing all the way to home plate to nab the runner and get him out at home. And you also get the bonus of the brilliant call by Vin Scully. All right, and I think Joe Garagiola is doing color commentary on that broadcast as well. Fergie Jenkins, here we go into some of the regular Topps cards. Fergie Jenkins, we'll go a little bit faster. I love him. Throwback uni, nope, they were wearing those unis every day back in those days. Not a retro uni. How about a young catfish hunter? All right, that'll do. Although a little chewy around the edges, but I love the card nonetheless. Harmon Killebrew, I collect the killer whenever I see him. Look at that, empty seats in the background. Back when anybody could get a seat behind the plate. Here are some group cards or multi-player cards. I love these as well. One LK line, Norm Cash. This is a beauty. Power Plus. Here's a Power Plus card with a couple of guys on there. All right. So there's a very nice multiplayer card as well. How about the Professor? We got the Professor, Casey Stengel here, pointing out, you scoot over 2 steps to the left. No, not you. You head for the showers. All right, there's the Professor. Oh, another group card. Somehow the Professor got stuck in my group cards. Here's a bunch of reds. Reds Heavy Artillery. This is great. I love these multiplayer cards. And here we go. Here's some Atlanta Braves Mound Magicians. All right. There's old Spawn, or Spain, right? Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner. I collect him when I see him, so there's a great shot, a great card of Brooks. Curt Flood. I love me some Curt Flood. So there we go, 1961 Topps. Almost finished, everybody. It's a great card. All right. And finally, I picked up some, not quite finally, penultimately, I picked up some couple of football greats. He had a lot of football vintage as well. Carl Eller, one of the Purple People Eaters. One of my favorite players back in the day. Besides him and Ellen Page, they were my favorite Minnesota Vikings back in the day. My favorite Ram back in the day, Deacon Jones, baby. Nobody wore number 75 like Deacon Jones, at least until Howie Long came along and wore it for the Raiders. Both great number 75s. Okay, finally, a couple of checklists, but a couple of guys that I collect when I can, and I have very, very few cards of their playing days because their cards are just expensive. So here we go, a checklist. How about that, huh? Roberto Clemente. All right, even though it's a little marked up, it's a little loved, somebody actually used the checklist. So Roberto Clemente card, somebody checked off a whole bunch on the back there. So well loved card. And finally, let's end with a Dodger. Big Don Drysdale on a checklist that isn't so checked off. So a little bit better condition there. All right, thanks for watching. All trade beat all the time. Don't forget to give me a hit down in the bottom with a like. And we'll see you again next time. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody. Peace.